kids do things wrong. It's going to happen. It's going to happen a lot. No matter how much you pro-parent or reactive parent, it's going to happen. Oh, do you know what proactive and reactive is? All right. Proactive parenting means that you're going to come up with a list of rules that you have. You're going to decide with your partner what those rules are. You're going to teach the rules to your child, whether it's the rules for your home or the rules for the doctor's office or the rules for the car, whatever your household rules are according to your own family dynamics. And then before the situation occurs, you'll teach the children what those rules are. Like before you hand them the toy, you teach them the rules for sharing, right? Before you hand them the birthday present, you teach the family the rules for the birthday present. The birthday present, he doesn't have to share. Maybe that's your, in my house, that's how it was. You don't have to share the birthday present for the first day. It's yours. After that, it becomes part of the family, and then we share. Anything we fight over, we put up on the shelf and pick the next thing, right? They eventually learn not to fight. That's proactive parenting, teaching the behavior before it happens. Reactive parenting, which is inevitable, but we want to try and avoid it, is jumping into the situation and fixing the behavior than at the situation. It's much easier to do proactive parenting than reactive parenting, and it's better for the child because the child then gets a higher sense of self-esteem. They feel successful, and children want to do good. They do. They just don't know how if you don't teach them how beforehand. So this ensures their success. Now let's say that now the child has gone and they do something wrong. They know the right behavior, you taught it, they're just not doing it. Okay, so that means that they didn't internalize the behavior yet, and it's your job to be consistent. The second you let that slide, then you're weakening your lesson, that this is a rule that has to be followed. Okay, so how do you teach it once? How do you teach it? Another word for teach is discipline. How do you discipline your child when they break that rule? Not by hitting, not by yelling. Hitting and yelling are all they do is make your child fearful and better in that 1 second, but the rule's not learned. So if the rule's not learned, you miss the whole point. You're doing it wrong, right? So here's how you do it. I learned this trick from a book called 1 Minute Mother. The 1 Minute Mother I read, oh gosh, it was in 1977 I read when I was had my first child, and it is absolutely fantastic. Now I had years and years and years of parenting background because I started learning children's behaviors from the time I was in 11th grade. I was studying this. We had a nursery school in our high school, and I was part of that nursery school experience in 11th grade and in 12th grade, and went on in college to understand the mindset of a child under the age of 5. Okay, so if the child, or when the child, because it's inevitable, does not follow the rules, what you do is you go over to the child, take them by the hand, say, come with me, and gently lead them into another room. This is not time out. This is a teaching moment, but we don't want to teach in front of somebody else because they do have a self-esteem, they do have an ego, they do have pride, and if you set them up in front of their friends or in front of a sibling, they will get defensive, or they could get defensive, and now you're bringing in an aspect of their personality that you don't need to do. So bring them privately to a room, sit them down, and eye to eye, remind them of the rule. Eye to eye. Remind them that you love them. Eye to eye. Remind them that what they did is unacceptable. And then don't say anything for 10 seconds. Just look at them. And that's a very long 10 seconds. They can evaluate, they'll process, they'll bring it all in, and then you pull them in for a hug. And then you look at them again and you say, you ready to go out and try it again? And that's called 1 minute parenting. That's a 1 minute discipline, but never in front of anyone. It's easier that way for everyone concerned. There was no yelling, there was no hitting. It was all done peacefully, but consistently and firmly. Okay, And that's your Bubbie Pin for today. Who am I? I'm Bubbie. I'm a grandmother. I like to share these posts with you every day in case you're going through what I've been through. Maybe I can help you out a little bit. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Doesn't it look like a thumbs down? Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you. See you tomorrow.